The Icons of Real Estate Podcast. Are you ready to learn the proven money-making secrets from top-producing icon agents? Ready to skyrocket your business? This podcast is for you. Tune in every week with your host, Tomasz Fonseca, and find out how to implement proven strategies to 10 times your business. From $3 million to $30 million in just 12 months. Brought to you by the Masters at Real Estate Marketing, Arter SEO.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Icons of Real Estate podcast. I am Luis, your host, and today we have a very special guest, Tiffany from Corona, California, who's actually into the real estate market for around 30 years. Her family was also into the real estate market, so she's going to let us know about her story and how she has achieved so much success. Hello, Tiffany. How are you today?
I'm well. Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, 30 years is a while, but you know what? You reinvent yourself. You figure out how to help people maybe in a different way, which is kind of what I did. So yeah, happy to be here.
Awesome. What inspired you to pursue a career into the real estate and mortgage lending?
Well, it didn't come naturally. My dad has been in real estate since 69. Long time.
Oh.
I don't even want to do the math on that one. So it was a natural progression for my sister and I to get into real estate, even though we both fought it a little bit. We both went and tried to get a real job, as they say out there. This is definitely a real job, but we love it. I love it. It's very rewarding and we get to help people and we can make our own schedule a little bit.
That is awesome, man. Can you share a memorable success story from your career that you're proud of?
Recently. So again, I focus on our seniors, 62 plus, and I help them live their best life. So I do reverse mortgages, and this gentleman came to me and he did not want a reverse mortgage. Did not. And ended up that we had, oh my gosh, 3 months worth of communication. This loan was absolutely made for him. Absolutely. It fit him perfectly. His wife did not want one either. I sat down with her separately, him separately, discussed their concerns, and ended up that we got them the money they needed to fix their house. Ended up it had some mold in it. Not sure if that was causing their illness or not, but they were both not feeling well.
Okay.
He probably writes me a thank you note every 2 months. Saying that I saved him. He's feeling better. He has enough money to be able to pay to go to the doctor. They were not eating properly. So they had all this equity, but they had no money. And it was very sad. And again, I just love that we were able to allow both of them to live their best life.
Awesome. So you're really helping people.
If you can get the word out and bust some myths about reverse mortgages, it doesn't fit everybody, but when it does, it's a powerful tool.
Just amazing.
Yes.
All right. And how do you stay updated with the last trends into the mortgage market? Yeah.
If I could show you my emails and the classes that I have on my calendar. A lot of our investors, since we're a broker, we're very fortunate that our investors put on classes for things that are coming up, new programs, things that are going away, even more important. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, VA, FHA, they all put out classes that you can take. So we're very fortunate that if there is something coming up, we're alerted.
Awesome. And what are the biggest challenges you're facing in your role?
In my role, challenges. Besides guidelines and things like that, challenges that I do face every day is, I don't know if it's a challenge. I really want to get the word out and again, bust some myths about the reverse mortgage world. So many people have the myths and the bad connotation in their mind because this program, it was a little wonky back in the day. I have to say, you could just raise your hand and get one. And there were ways where you could abuse the program. Okay. Not so anymore. Not so. It has since been rehabbed and we're very happy with the guidelines that they put in front of us because it doesn't allow anybody to abuse the program anymore. So I feel like we're grassroots getting the word out to our real estate agents, number one, because this tool is very powerful for them to get listings, to talk to their senior clients, to help buyers either move up or down closer to their family as they age. If they have a 2-story home, maybe get them in a single story, better suited for aging in place.
Okay.
So much happening. So I would just love to talk to all the real estate agents and have them on my webinar and give them this tool so that they can help more people as well.
Awesome. And how do you overcome those situations? I mean, how do you keep control on everything?
You don't control anything. You keep inviting, you keep having webinars, you keep, hey, this is a beautiful tool. Why don't you sit with me for 20 minutes and learn about it? You just keep talking about it and it's working. I started classes probably a year and a half ago and the seeds have been planted. The plants are growing. Calls come in. Hey, Tiff, I've got a client that I think may be in the market for a reverse for purchase. She wants to move closer to her family. And a lot of people don't know what a reverse for purchase is, but
Could you explain to us?
Oh, real quick. Yes. So in the reverse world, you can utilize your equity to either take away a mortgage payment. So let's say you have a mortgage on your home, but you have a lot of equity. We can put that under the reverse heading and you will no longer have a mortgage payment. You will have taxes, insurance, and HOA if applicable. But a lot of people don't know you can actually buy a house under the reverse umbrella. So you can sell your 2-story, take your proceeds, go buy a single story close to the beach. Let's say San Diego. We're going to go buy in San Diego closer to our daughter. And you can utilize this loan. You put some money down. Let's say you put 60% down. It's a lot down. That's how the loan works.
Yeah.
But you won't have a mortgage payment. You'll have taxes, insurance, and HOA as if you paid cash. You know, there are some items of this loan that we do go over with our clients, obviously, because we want them to know the pros and cons and be very transparent. But for most people, this works really well.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for explaining, Tiffany. And what strategies do you use to effectively communicate complex financial concepts to your clients?
I love human right here. Interestingly enough, my 62 plus clients, my seniors, they do Zoom.
Oh, really?
For Zoom. They love it. So if we can't meet in person, which is my favorite method, I like that. Some people just don't want you coming into their home. They're very private, or they don't mind technology. So their home, my office, one-on-one like this on Zoom. I am a big video person. So I will record my screen, send them a 10, 15, 20-minute recording, just so they have a recording of what we spoke about. They can play it for their family. They can play it for their financial advisor. They can play it at 2 a.m. if they're awake. And that seeing people really like that. They're appreciative.
That's very nice of your side to share the recording so they can have time to review it again whenever they are. Yeah, awesome. And that is actually leading us to the next question. How has the digital technology and online resources impacted to your approach to your mortgage lending?
Well, I love AI. ChatGPT, my friend. And, you know, it doesn't take the human out of it because I still have to tell Chat what I want it to say. It just can say it in a way where maybe I didn't get my point across, or my point was this long and I needed it this long. So I love chat. I love online video. These are the things that I use all the time. Calendly, my calendar is always open like yours. My clients can constantly book with me.
Awesome. So you're using all the tools.
I love tools.
Awesome. Perfect. And what advice would you give to a first-time home buyer who's trying to use your services, mortgage?
Don't be afraid to talk to someone like me, even if you are not ready. Okay. If you have the passion, the desire, the will to buy a home, if you're interested, talk to someone. Let them ask you the questions that are necessary. Get on a plan, because once you have a plan, Your brain is a powerful tool and it will get you there if you're not just interested. If you're committed, your brain will get you there once you have a plan. So I highly suggest they talk to someone like me, get a plan together, because you will be a homeowner soon.
Awesome, awesome. I also suggest the audience to contact you, Tiffany. So I can see you have a lot of experience. 30 years, it's a lot, really. So what are the next steps for your career? Tell us.
Okay, next steps. That's funny. You should bring that up. I am opening a branch in Arizona, Texas, Florida, and my Arizona is going to be my baby because my family lives there and we're there all the time. So my sister has a real estate office in Arizona as well. Plus a bunch of my agents are licensed in Arizona. So I'm very, very happy that we're finally doing Arizona. But Texas and Florida, same thing, because a lot of Californians are moving out of California.
Wow. So you're doing national. You're doing in California, Florida, Arizona. So are you planning to go national, like entirely in the future?
It could happen, maybe if I had a joint venture or something like that. But for now, we are doing great where we are.
It is enough, right?
It's a lot. There's a lot of compliance and things like that in the background that thankfully I have a compliance company for, but it's a lot.
Awesome, awesome. So are you planning to recruit new people, new young people for your services so you can teach them how you do it?
I would love to have a reverse mortgage specialist come on board. I would love to have someone that speaks languages other than English.
All right.
There are a lot of people that are underserved because a lot of loan officers don't speak their language and educated properly on how to advise them. So yes, I would like to hire maybe 3 or 4 people.
Awesome, awesome. That is awesome. So just so you know, some of our audience are also realtors who are trying to get into the real estate business and they don't know how to do it. And some of them are stuck into their career. So what advice would you give to them so they can pursue the dream?
Well, there are many, many podcasts that will help people.
Like this one.
And there is always someone willing to train, be your mentor. Always, always in this business, there is someone willing to be your mentor. Now, they're only going to be your mentor if you're committed. Do not come interested. There's a difference because someone's going to take their time, their knowledge, and they're going to feed it to you like a fire hose. And you need to be willing to take that after you've done your real job. If you're keeping your job, you need to be ready to spend weekends, afternoons, evenings. Again, you need to be committed. You're learning a career. You're not just getting into real estate.
Awesome, awesome. Perfect. Is there something else you would like the audience to know about you, Tiffany, or something about your career?
Oh, gosh. I love it. I do. It's challenging at times because you're dealing with emotions. You're dealing with one of the biggest purchases that anyone will ever do in their entire life, besides some marriages and weddings. Some of those are $300,000 weddings. Woof. Anyway, but yes, you need to have empathy for your clients. I recently was a seller and a buyer, and I had forgotten how stressful it was to be on both sides. And it gave me new empathy for my clients, which was a good thing. I needed that because I hadn't bought a house in 23 years. So I hadn't gone through the process. Yeah. But it takes some cheerleading. It takes some hand holding. It takes some listening. You have to listen to your clients and be there for them.
Awesome. Awesome. So just one more question. How do you approach a really nice connection with your clients? Because, you have to build a solid relationship with them. How do you do it?
Listening. So many people listen to respond instead of just listening to understand. You have to listen. You're going to get that black swan out of them, which is a little hidden. It gives you everything you need to know. If you listen, they'll tell you something about maybe in 5 years, they want to move to the East Coast. Okay, well, maybe you need to tailor your loan so that it's not a 30-year. Maybe that is not the best option for them. But if you weren't listening to that particular part of their conversation and realizing that there's a tool that you can do to maybe minimize their cost, minimize their interest, make it a little bit better for them, then you're missing out on being their expert.
Awesome. Awesome. Perfect, Tiffany. So, well, it was such a pleasure to have you here at Icons of Real Estate. Actually, you're that one top percent of the realtors and real estate agents out there. So there is a lot of experience in you, and we are very happy to have you here on our channel.
Thank you. I appreciate the invite.
Perfect, Tiffany. Thank you.